Okay, this is Maholie Touch and Go for all of the levels, and kind of like it. I'm beginning to get into touch and go now because of all the hoops and not having to worry about slicing our approach and everything. So here is Spooner, and here am I. So I think where I place myself is going to be pretty important, particularly with a discrimination like the tunnel dog walk. So I'm going to be telling him to sit, go middle, sit, wait, and I'm going to move off a little bit. I kind of want to be a little parallel here so that I can use a pressure point to get him out to the tunnel. So this is my second one. So there we go, out to the tunnel. And there he goes. And prior to going into the tunnel, I'm going to be telling him to, right about here, I'm going to be telling him to go tunnel, come, go through. And then I'll reinforce that as he's exiting the tunnel, go through, go on, go through. As I have moved up, while he's while he's in the tunnel, I'm going to be moving up here. And I don't really want to cut in there. I'm just not fast enough to get ahead of my dog. So we're going to count on him to do a switch. So he's going to tell him to come through. And this makes for a kind of a nice line like that. And then here's where I see this as being a little bit of a problem. And I may want to front cross. So I don't think that I can make it from here up to here to do a front cross. I'm almost stuck here, so that I can pick him up and tell him to go on, go through. And that's just because I'm not faster than my dog. He's faster than me. So I'm going to kind of be going along with him, go on, go through, so that he doesn't, not going to use any pressure points. I'm going to be using the body and my arm motion to get him through that hoop. And as he's going through the hoop, I'm going to be telling him to get out, go through, go frame. So he's going to get all of that information. And then I will be moving up, hopefully not tripping over the hoop, moving up here to parallel him a little bit. So this is a get out, go frame, which I'm going to reinforce, and I am going to he's probably not going to come into me. I am definitely going to pressure him to stay out. There. Okay. And he's going to do nicely over the frame. And here we're going to tell him feet. And 7 is on the outside. I don't have my little arrows for that color. I have them for the other side. Okay. So I'm going to be telling him to get out around. So as soon as I get him feet, it's like go on, get out around. So a little pressure point to get him to go out. Whoops, I'm supposed to be here. As he's coming over the frame, get him to do his feet, get out around so that he comes around 7 and onto the walk. So as he goes around, walk it. I don't know that I'll tell him that before because he'll cut in. So I want to make sure he stays out. He's usually pretty good about that. So he comes around. I'm going to be telling him to go walk. And I'm going to parallel him down as we're running. I'm already out of breath. All right, running. I don't want to get in too deep here, and we've got a nice tunnel, so I can hang out. I don't have to be quite as far. I do want to reinforce that he has to get his feet right there and pressure point here to get out, go through, which he's going to be executing just beautifully. He goes through and tunnel. I'm going to be telling him, go tunnel, so that he just, I did that with a different color, just going to get that tunnel beautifully. I'm going to match him a little bit and staying a little lateral. So, and I probably will add an additional come as he's go through 11 right here, so that we don't take the 4 and not really a pressure point, more using my arms to let him know that my body position, that we're going to have to be careful not to bring my arm out, bring it down instead. And if I can get just a little bit of ahead of him here to bring him through, and then as he spies this, and that would be very helpful, is if he's coming out of the tunnel, it's go through, go tunnel. So maybe reinforce that a little bit, because the tunnel is a pretty strong pull. I don't need to have too much, I don't have to work that too much. All right, so we're going to go tunnel, and then I want to make sure that he hears before he goes in the tunnel to come, because the 13 is on this side, so we've got to come around the barrel this way. So I'm going to tell him to come, and I'm going to stay down here so he'll come into me. And then as he comes into me, I'm going to be telling him, here I'm telling him to come. He's coming to me, I'm going to be telling him to get out around. I believe this is a 360, and then as he's coming around the barrel, it's come, go frame, so that he knows he comes in a little bit. I'm going to bring my arm down, I'm facing that direction so that he comes along with me, and he's going to do the frame beautifully, and then we're going to make sure that he does his feet so that we get the nice 2 on, 2 off. Use my pressure point again to get him to get out, go through. So he's got the feet and then the get out, go through, and go on. Going to parallel him a little bit, and I'm also going to be using some pressure points. I'm going to try to stay lateral. Hopefully I don't trip over that hoop. And it's get out, go on. He's already ahead of me out. Who am I kidding? And get out, and then 17, where we party. All right, I think, whoops, sorry. I think that went okay. Looked pretty good. I was comfortable with this one.